Yo. Ha, 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 ha.
Welcome to another Master Lukey Mondays live for the lads.
Happy day to you.
Yeah, belated Halloween.
It's always a
Trade,
good reason to celebrate in
yeah.
in the webs. I was gonna say in New York, but we're in
How you been,
Australia.
fella?
We're down under, guys.
Yeah,
All the
that's it.
lads.
That's it, brother.
And the boss of lads, James. I'll do the Pride Lady. James Ross. I gotta warm up for that. Big bucks, that lady, huh? Millions?
I don't know, man, but she did do a good job. I always wish they brought Boss Rutan over for UFC. I like Boss. Yeah,
As an announcer?
yeah, like that as a commentator.
He
What do
didn't?
you reckon? No, he never come
Oh,
on.
yeah, I'm thinking of Pride.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when the UFC bought Pride, it would have been cool to see him go over to the UFC. But yeah,
Him and Quadros.
yeah.
Some
I mean, look,
legendary. Hmm.
I mean, they don't need the full team. I mean, they've got Rogan, and at the time, you know, they had Goldie, and like I've said before, I was waiting for them to get rid of him, but
Boss Rutan and Joe Rogan. That's your dream team.
yeah, 100%, though, 100%.
That sounds like a good time.
Did you ever wanted to compete in Pride?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Big
That
plans.
probably worked better for your style as well.
They were scouting me, man.
What happened? It just like
Probably
towards
would
the
have ended up in the, because of the lighter weight. I wouldn't be going up against Sakuraba.
yeah, chain smoking Sakuraba.
Wow.
I don't know how he's got that kind of cardio, but apparently it's like just on the durries all day,
All day. Oh,
all
wow.
day. Yeah, the Gracie hunter, the Gracie killer.
In between training sessions or what? At least he trains,
Yeah,
huh?
just all day. Yeah, just all day. Just like he'd be smoking one, and then he'd put it out and light another one.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
I trained with guys who do that, not that, but dip wrestlers that I trained with used to dip. You know,
Smoke
dip.
cigarette,
Dip is like a pack of lip. You guys got that down under?
pack a lip. What's that?
You pack your lip with like this tobacco. They call
Oh,
it dip. They
the
call it dip.
chewing. Yeah.
Not chewing tobacco, but it's dip. You just pack your lip underneath, and it would spit in a bottle because they were
I
cutting
thought that.
weight, right? The
Yeah.
wrestlers.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not naming names, but
Yeah.
I might have trained with him in Tough 2 and trained with him a lot, and he's a good wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It
he
can
used to
lead
tell me
to
his little trick,
yeah.
and you have to train right to lose weight, but you can't eat much.
Yeah.
So the nicotine, they still have nicotine supplements now. There's the one that Jake Paul does, I believe it's called. It's a European name. Skull.
True.
Is it called Skull? I don't know. It's similar to that, but it's not as nasty. That dip is pretty gnarly, man.
Yeah.
I tried it once when I was in Cub Scouts. This guy had it at a camp. I was like, ugh.
It's just, how old were you?
But that feeling of the heart, the nicotine stimulates the heart. Of
Yeah.
course, smoking is not good for you, and neither is whatever they put in the dip. I believe it's like shards of something to like actually make these tiny like wounds where
True.
the stuff dip
But
gets
what is it? What
absorbed
is it
into.
exactly? If it's not chewing tobacco, what is it?
So you don't chew it. That's the thing. You just leave it there and
It just
spit.
sits on- Yeah.
These guys are spitting in bottles.
Okay.
Um,
That's not really a thing over here.
like I was saying with the wrestling, um, yeah, it's not a healthy habit,
Hmm.
and neither is cutting weight to that extreme.
So, if you could have made it over to Pride, who do you reckon would have been the dream fight? Would it
Yeah, I'm
Sakurai?
thinking probably would have started at that time. They had
Mm,
not rings. What was it? Shudo or they had one for like it was in like smaller venues, not Pride,
mm,
but I know in Pride they ended up with a lighter weight, but in the
mm,
beginning it was only heavyweight, right?
mm.
I was reminded of you on Instagram, not to change the subject, but
Yeah, yeah, go for
I
it.
posted your your patented move, bro. You know what it
Slam.
is too.
Yeah, I've only really got one. I'm only allowed to do one. I'm not allowed to punch people,
Oh
so
my god, this one is brutal though. The guy fucking is bleeding out of his head.
chuck him up.
Huh, did he take it down? I don't see it now. Hold on. I commented on it. Let me share my screen. Dream fight in Pride had to be Genki Sudo, and the battle would have been who
Ooh,
had the
Genki
better
Sudo.
entrance.
Yeah, he
he
was.
wa-
I like Genki Sudo.
he was one of my favorites, bro.
Yeah,
He definitely would have ankle locked me quick though.
super
Yeah.
explosive.
Share screen. Here we go. Instagram. Okay.
Right.
See when you're ready.
Yeah, all good. Ready to go. This is the one.
Look, he even bends down. So if you can read body language, you could see that he was already thinking of.
Yeah. Oof.
Look right there's blood. Oh,
Kid moved around well as well. Like,
look how the body punch worked though. The first thing he
mm,
tried to lean back, body punch score, boom. All right, we don't have to
yeah,
see him get a traumatic brain injury after that. He should have stuck to the body. He should have went left hook to the body, right hook to the body, pivot step out towards the camera.
he's a bit
Yeah.
smaller as well. You know, like
Mm,
if he was similar size, he might have been able to shoot his hips out and try to fight it off. But you know, oh
damn,
mate, it doesn't even
should have
look.
trained with you,
It's
man.
not even, like he's leaned forward in as well. Like it's not even like his hips up or against him. He could just pick him up. He's that much bigger.
I was thinking, what if I did that? I would have probably, to be honest, sat to guard.
Yeah,
That's what I was because I'm 45, as you know, OG they call me,
yeah.
and I'm like, I'm likely to get injured on a takedown at this age. So if my whole
Especially on the
career,
cement.
huh?
Especially on the cement.
Oh boy. Well, I was in the gym thinking this, and that that's catastrophic at this age. They say when you're in your 40s, that's when people get catastrophic or, you know, really bad injuries. So I'm like, all right, my whole career I was getting taken down. I had the advantage striking. That's why Japan wanted me because they fought in a ring.
Yeah.
They appreciate everything, really.
Mm,
But I think maybe they have more of a well-rounded history in
mm,
MMA. Whereas in America, we just had the different sports that came together. So you have like people with a wrestling background, people with a striking background in the beginning. Um, so I'm like, all right, now not only I've kind of have a way around losing on ground and pound. I'm not going to at least get a TBI with the modified rules. So no head contact, no finishing. I can continue. This is what I'm thinking. I can continue to do MMA. But
Mm,
fuck, what if, people go hard in sparring and people do get injured in sparring, not just in
mm,
fighting, in
definitely.
training, in wrestling, in jiu-jitsu. So, you have to approach it first of all from the idea of sparring and not that you're training for fighting.
Mm,
Okay, so that's number one. But then number two is I'm like, all right, so didn't have a wrestling background. What do you do where you accept that you're gonna lose the takedown? So there was a guy on Instagram. I don't remember his name. He was a doctorate student, about to become a doctor, and a judo and jujitsu black belt. And he was making these viral videos. And of course, I'm always on there. I don't know if you ever see it, when somebody posts something, they go, that won't work on me. I type that won't work on me. And then, like, always people fucking start coming after me. It's hilarious. They're like, oh, what do you mean it won't work on you? Ah, keyboard warriors.
mate,
Rise up.
there's tons of them. There's no shortage of them, especially in the MMA scene. You know, like there's so many of them, and you can tell a lot of them have never even fucking hit a bag before. You know what I mean? They talk all this shit, and I'm like, well, it's good for you that you never have to meet them in person. You know, like,
I gotta blow my nose. Hold on. So finally, we started talking. I can't remember his name. Wish I did. And there's mutual respect when you really get down to it. Like, say you're going at it with a troll, and you guys agree to an online meetup, and you fight
mm,
each other. There's respect. Even if somebody wins, if you do it under the MMA rule set, I'm not talking about like somebody gets their head stomped in, but say you have a disagreement with somebody, Conor McGregor style. He shakes
or like
hands with his opponents, except for
Sean
Khabib, I
Strickland,
guess. Hmm.
like Sean Strickland, he seems to get that a lot.
So anyway, I said, obviously he would kick my ass. I go, so if I'm gonna go down, what's the best way to go down? In judo, they have a name for it. I figured it out, James. And that's what this guy should have did on Instagram. Basically, you getting taken down. I don't know what he did. He tried to maybe like lean forward, commit, go all the way down. How are they going to take you down if you're already on the ground?
Yeah,
They'd have to do
swing between
a Carolyn
two
lift.
top.
You know the Carolyn lift?
No, I don't. Sorry.
All right, here we go. Master Lukey Monday. We're gonna learn. You probably have seen it because they use it in pro wrestling too. Actually, the scariest monster in sports history. Oh, they call it the reverse body lift. Okay, let me share my screen again. So present. There we go. This is when somebody knows they're going to get taken down, so they go all the way to the mat, and you got to lift them.
А вот в полуфинальном поединке схватки с итальянцем Джузеппе Гинта Карелин
Oof.
Bro.
Like he's gonna.
Dude, he just suplexed that guy right on across his shoulders. That was insane. I would have broke my
Mm,
neck actually. That would have broke my neck.
You know one that I've always wanted to do,
What's
like a
that?
choke slam. So you
Mm.
grab them up under the throat and lift them
Oh
up off
yeah.
the ground.
Oh yeah.
And as you lift them, push their back and then slam them down. You
Mm.
could do it to a smaller guy.
Mm.
They're like 75 kilos or something for
Oh
sure.
my God, you ready?
I think you do a lot of damage.
Mm-mm. Is this what you do to people at work, James?
Yeah, I think that might be crossing a line. If I did that, I could get fired for that one at least by minimum.
Your man is grabbing the arms and you're grabbing the legs, and you go 1, 2, and 3. Out to the street you go.
And like, what's funny as well is like that's not just some guy who's got there as well. He'd be an elite
Mhm.
wrestler,
Mhm.
big guy as well. Like it's
Wow,
like he's
this
got
is
a
the
kid.
best.
That's not that fucking what's his name, right? That Russian bloody that had like 200 and something wins and one loss or something. Is that him?
Alexander Carolyn.
Yeah, that's the one. Is that the guy that I'm thinking of?
Bro.
He looks jacked.
Look
You
at his
reckon
neck.
he might be on the similar secret sauce that GSP's on?
Mm.
Maybe.
Well, there's levels. I think you get to a certain level, everybody's on it. And then
Yeah.
there's levels upon that, which is like everything below plus.
Yeah.
There is something to be said for the training. And it's a
Yes.
major thing that people don't think about is that it's coming out now. Mm, I mean, I've only seen it on in social media, but basically, people used to think that your body would create the neurotransmitters to send a signal, and then you would do something.
What do you mean exactly?
So they used to think that you have these neurotransmitters like dopamine, serotonin, and people used to think, okay, so the the brain thinks of something, so you get these neurotransmitters, and then it causes the body to do what you want.
Hmm.
Now they figured out. Let me just phrase this properly. Neurotransmitters are produced um, as a result of activity, not the cause. Okay. Let's see. Try AI mode. Not interested. This statement is incorrect. The neurotransmitters are first produced and then released as a result of the electrical activity. You see, Google's not even caught up, bro. Let me share my
So what
screen.
does that mean exactly? Though?
Oh, you're
Like,
just watching. Okay.
I'm kind of confused. So what you're saying
Let's
is
see.
it's not just the brain telling what the body what to do.
Let's see. Maybe I gotta go to Instagram. Instagram's more reliable than Google. How's that? Maybe this is at least in the right way. You can still see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Okay. Well, here's saying something similar. Which is people get the chemical and then do the action. Um. Now, what I guess we knew in another way to say it is that you can feel the same effects of these chemicals by doing certain activities,
Hmm.
which are healthy. Um, okay, so this part here it's saying one of these activities is socializing. Humans a social animal, so it makes sense.
Mm.
Mm, family bonding. This isn't what I thought it was going to be about, but basically, what the one that I was looking for. Let's see. It says that basically these chemicals, dopamine and serotonin, are produced by the action. It's not that you need motivation. This is where I found out about it was on some of these motivational pages. Alpha Wolf, I don't know, Instagram. He goes serotonin and dopamine is specific because people think, oh, you get dopamine and then you're motivated, but the dopamine's actually released by the action. So, reason why I'm bringing this up is in the case of Carolyn or GSP, whether or not they're juiced, they still had to do the tasks that made them what they are. So I don't want
Yeah,
to discount Carolyn or GSP by saying, he's all natural.
100%. I mean, I've met guys that have run tests like they've run steroid cycles and couldn't even bench press 100 kilos. So you can't just take steroids and then be GSP, whether he's taken them or not. Um, GSP is going to be GSP with or without them. I mean, if you take steroids, will it enhance you? Of course, but it's not a magic potion. It just enhances a little bit. I mean, as far as weights go, it's about 15 to 20%. Um, when you go off like, and this again, like if you're competing in a natty federation, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that that person is natural, because there's ways around it, blah blah blah. But this is the best way. This is the best we can do. Is so you go off the records from the natty federations and the records from the enhanced federations, because you've got federations where they don't test and they're known as like, all right, if you want to take gear, then you compete in these federations, right? And it's about a 15 to 20% difference.
Wow.
Um, I mean, as far as how much more that's going to give you in competing in martial arts, I mean, it's going to give you an advantage, but you'd have to be careful of what type of compound you're running as well, because like steroids can tend to pump the muscle, which is going to fatigue you as well. So you'd have to run a different sort of cycle compared to if you were competing in weight training specifically. Because the last thing you wanted to be is all pumped up. Like, yeah, you might look good, but who cares if you look good while you're getting your head kicked in, Like
Hey, yo, Mark Coleman.
Mark Coleman. Yeah, we definitely look
It
pumped up,
looked,
that's for
it
sure.
looked good getting kicked in the mouth by Pete Williams.
He did look really good. He
The
didn't get kicked in the mouth, I
greatest
guess. He
knockouts
thought,
of all time.
right? Yeah.
Bro.
What happened with Pete Williams, Because he really like hit his stride there for like a small moment and then kind of like disappeared. Do you know?
Mm. The life of a fighter, bro. We only hear about the legends, the goats, the
Yeah.
Rushmore. We're talking about GSP. We're talking about who's the other guy? Oh, Carolyn, the greatest wrestler of all time. Of
Yeah.
of those 200, 300 fights that he won, Carolyn,
Yeah.
that's 200, 300 other people.
But
Can
do
you
you
name?
know?
Can you name any of them?
Why, yeah.
I
Fair.
mean,
I get
Pete
your point.
Williams. He wasn't even a champion, was he? Oh, he was. Didn't he win? First Mark
No, he
Coleman.
never won it. He never won a title.
He didn't beat Coleman for the championship. Hmm.
Did he win the fucking? Because that was back before belts and all that. That was like,
Wow.
you well,
What
like
do you mean?
like you're like UFC 10 champion or whatever. Um,
Really? They weren't
yeah.
giving belts out for that,
No,
bro.
no. But what I mean is, it's not like you were heavyweight champion and light heavyweight champion. You were UFC 10 champion, UFC
Oh,
11.
right, right.
So I mean, you could be correct.
So
It's
Petey
hard.
Williams was
Have a
Fighting in
look.
a tournament? He fought Mark Coleman in a tournament, huh?
I'm gonna double check. UFC 17.
Oh, sorry, I took my headphones off for a second. Did you say what happened, or I missed it?
Results. Okay. Yeah, so this was when they started having weight divisions.
Nice.
But yeah, no, he never was a champion. But hey, like he head kicked Mark Coleman and knocked him out.
Bro.
Mark Coleman, it's not like he was well past his prime, like he was recently champion. So
Who did Maurice Smith do that to? Didn't he kick somebody in the head or no? Maybe I'm just
I
confused.
mean, he beat up Mark Coleman. He was the one that beat Mark Coleman.
Mm.
So Mark Coleman was champion in the UFC, and
First
then
or second? Oh.
now the first heavyweight champion was
I mean, who beat Coleman first? Did Maurice Smith figure him out and then Petey
yeah,
Williams finish the job?
yep,
Mm, I see.
yeah, because that's when Coleman went on a bit of a bad run. He went to Pride, had a couple of losses, and then
Oh,
that's when he won that 2000 Grand Prix, like a big redemption.
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah,
That was
like the one,
epic.
yeah, man, yeah,
Mark Coleman, he continues to be epic. This guy.
yeah, saving his family and all that.
Him and Liver King. It's the Hammer House meets the Liver King. They're gonna do the tenderize the meat with the hammer. Right? Mark Coleman did like
King,
sober life, 10
isn't
cut
it?
to
Is he
carnivore
still
life.
around? I thought he was because he was like threatening fucking Joe Rogan, and he went
Uh-huh.
all weird. I don't know if he's. I
That's
haven't
a good
heard
question.
anything about him for a little while.
All right, I'll look him up because I think he had an ankle bracelet. Like a GPS thing.
Yeah.
Let's see, Liver King, and I'll share this. Okay, 2.9 million followers. Yo. Okay, it looks like he does not have. Here, I'll share this. Oh no, you're looking at it. Cool, cool. Does not have an ankle bracelet on. Oof. He's got some gut issues. I mean, don't we
Well,
all?
he's,
But
he's
um,
definitely running a good cycle there. That's for sure. Good on him, though. He's got a good physique.
I just don't know about that gut extension, distension. See how his belly button's popping out?
Yeah.
That could be from when he was born, but he also has
Columboism.
oh, right there in the beginning, that shit popped out. Oh, fucking Palumboism. That's what they call it.
Yeah,
Growth
because
cut.
something. Yeah, it's something. One of the bodybuilders, Dave Palumbo, used to get. I think it's from running high HCG, like human growth hormone.
Yeah.
So human growth hormone can grow it it grows everything. It doesn't just grow the muscles.
Here's
It
my theory.
yeah, go on.
Because I have uh, abdominal distension. Not to this point, because like you're saying, the hormone makes everything grow, right? The muscles, the
Yeah.
organs.
Well, it could be a few reasons, but I mean that's just one of them.
That's the
It could
explanation behind Palumboism,
that's the explanation behind
right?
Palumbo.
So as we grow, now I didn't do steroids ever, um, but how did I get abdominal distension where it's kind of like skinny fat?
Mm.
And it's not just fat, but it's also organ growth because um, if somebody did steroids, they wouldn't necessarily have large organs unless the organs had were being used to accommodate massive amounts of food. And I think
Mm.
that's part of it that everybody suffers from, where
Yeah.
we have in the world digestive conditions, no matter the continent, no matter the age, you can find somebody
Yeah.
that has digestive conditions. Now, I'm only speaking about my own abdominal distension.
Yeah.
I have pains, bloating, and what I've been
That's
doing as far
surprising,
as
especially for you, like because you fast a lot,
Mhm.
you eat super clean and healthy. Like you do pretty much everything you could do right, and you still run into them problems.
Well, yeah, what I was about to say is that because of what I've been doing, that I can see that the symptoms have gotten to met a level where it's like I'm knocking on the door
Mm.
of having a younger person's um, strength of ability to digest. Of course, I do eat little, and it's just strict what I eat, but
Mm.
the intestine itself actually has to have an extended period of time where, if you can imagine, you have a wound,
Mm.
could be a cut, a rash, a fucking, I don't know, a raspberry, fall off your bike or some shit. Um, a gut condition usually is related to fungus. And so you can imagine an athlete's foot, which is a crack. The tissue is dehydrated and cracked. And if you've ever seen something like that, or if you never have, just imagine like a paper cut that somebody is like kind of pulling. So it's not really like bleeding. You're not bleeding to death, although some people do get over time bloody stools. One of my old students, people you get these pains and you just kind of ignore them. You don't know what it is until it's bad enough. You got to go to the doctor or whatever.
Mm.
People get these feelings like just don't feel right, whatever. So, I had to become sensitive because of brain injury from fighting, and I really went into the actual emotional process and thinking patterns, and it's all connected to the gut.
Mm.
So, am I saying that Liver King can do fasting and he would um, not have palumboism? Or what we could say is that if somebody did the gear, but they um, didn't eat massive amounts of food, I think we could see somebody who's just as muscular, but without palumboism.
Mm.
And at any age, because he's old like me. But you get a lot of Instagram kids now um, are running. I don't know if you knew that or know about that, but they call them like fake natty influencers.
Mm.
Let's see,
There's plenty
fake
of them.
natty influencers, and they're kind of like proud of it because they sell programs like, oh, join to get my app or
Mm.
hire me as a coach.
Like that. She's definitely not. She definitely ain't natty.
Hey yo, bruh, what's this now? Oh, creatine. You ever take creatine? You see the gut though, like
I think
here.
one I was like 20 years old, but I have heard it's really good for you.
See here, Gordon Ryan. He's got that skinny fat, and this. Can you see my mouse arrow?
Yeah. Yep.
This area here around the belly button, you have the small intestine that comes across and connects to the large intestine of the appendix. So there's a sphincter muscle here where it's supposed to open and close. And when you fully digest something, it comes to the end of the small intestine. Then that sphincter opens and the poopy goes into the colon. You got
Mm.
the appendix that hangs off of that, which is kind of like a 3D readout of the condition of the gut. It's supposed to be to hold like your bacteria, and then almost like a fermenting chamber
Mm,
where it would monitor things. But over the years, this end of the small intestine here, which happens to be where most of our neurotransmitters are produced, in this relationship of bacteria that's kind of growing on the side of on the inside of our intestine, which
mm,
have these finger-like projections, and then off of that, these hair-like projections. So it's almost like a forest, but it's microscopic. And the food acids, this is turns into Crohn's disease and colitis. The food acids of the liver not functioning properly, which is up here, and it's supposed to produce bile. The liver is the organ that purifies the blood. It cleans everything. So in the modern lifestyle, including the menu, let's be honest, the liver gets overloaded. It doesn't produce bile, and so nothing is moving the food and or you know alkalizing it, because the liver produces alkaline salts in the bile. So you end up with this acidic condition, and that rainforest gets burned to the ground. You don't get neurotransmitter production, and kids end up with autistic symptoms, which people accuse Gordon of being, like what's the word, Asperger's. You have these kind of like lightning bolts of emotion because it's supposed to be smooth. The neurotransmitters relax and allow the food to pass in the intestine.
mm.
And you grow up in the world, and you have interpersonal dynamics, family relationships. So everybody's different. I'm not saying. Hold on a second. Let me close that. Somebody was calling me. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know if I got off topic there. I don't have it as bad because I did a lot of cleansing, and even though I do have a little bit of inflammation there, you can still see my abs.
Mm,
This is no steroids, Master Lukey talking. I wouldn't criticize somebody for taking steroids. I'm just offering an alternative view of um, health, really,
yeah.
because at the end of the day, you could do both, to be honest. You could be healthy and do steroids. The
Definitely.
fact that people can do steroids and and perform while eating McDonald's or whatever bullshit they get away with. Like, if you watch
Yeah.
bodybuilders, you got your clean bulk, your dirty bulk. They got huge back knee because the food is toxic. That's what back knee is.
Mm.
It's also the compounds, but
I mean,
the
like, yeah,
the back knee on that's
Sylvester
acidic. If
Stallone.
you look at it, it's red. It's angry. That's acid,
Yeah.
and it's more than just what's injected.
Yeah. I mean, like, Sylvester Stallone's a prime example of someone that's taken steroids and been pretty healthy because, like, he's fucking pushing 80 and he still looks amazing and he's still healthy. He had
Yeah.
kids at a later age. Even Arnold's still doing pretty good. Like,
Who are we looking up? Sly or Arnold? Who's better?
I mean, I would say Sly has aged better, in my opinion, for sure.
Official Sly Stallone.
Yeah.
Weren't we supposed to
So you have a look at him right there in the middle there. He still looks great.
this one?
Yeah,
This one?
either one of them. Yeah, he looks great. Like, he's pushing 80 years old.
Okay, this is cortisol. When you look at
Oh, look.
somebody and they have a little bit of sag here,
Yeah.
even if you're old as Sly, you can have a
Mm,
healthy digestive system. This is called body reading.
yeah.
He had a thing with his lip that was iatrogenic, meaning caused by a medical procedure.
Yeah. It was when he was born, they used forceps to pull him out. And that's where he got the damaged
That's
face,
crazy.
is when they pulled him out. Like, so he was born with it.
Yeah, iatrogenic. On the left side, you're looking at the colon. Okay. That's where when we saw the Liver King video right in the beginning, it looks like there's a big thing popping out. That's where the food sits before you poop.
Mm.
So it kind of gets overloaded over the years, and that's probably like the number one killer of men as far as cancer goes, which is the colon. Um, Also, heart disease kills everybody, but when you have an approach which is considering longevity, I think we'll eventually really come to a scientific consensus, and we'll see that my teacher's not bullshitting about being plant based and the value of enzymes, which is boils down to the life force of a food.
Yeah.
His whole quote is "life begets life." I mean, he's got 40, 50 years of testimonials building up, but there's a big industry, as you know,
Mm.
all around. You got the fight game, you got big pharma, you got big agribusinesses, and it's all kind of like what can they feed the masses with the most profit? Um, but do you think they want us to actually be able to eat less, consume less? They want us to consume
Well,
less.
that's right. I mean, like, as much as the Maccas and all that is obviously really bad for you, it's like has a lot of nutrients and a lot of shit that would keep you alive. Like it's packed full of so much fucking oh, what would you call it?
Wait, highly ultra processed foods, UPFs.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Watch out for UPFs, guys. It's worse than a UFO. Gets inside you. Oh my gosh. I
Oh, look
wanted
out!
to see if I could challenge Tony Jeffries to a bag off. I want to find a 5-minute video of him hitting the bag and give us each a score. So let me just put heavy bag here. And we don't have to do it today, just while, while we're here. Heavy bag. How to punch the heavy bag for beginners. Boxer's secret. Boxing with the heavy bag. Ooh, 31 videos. You're doing it wrong. The myths the right way. 10 heavy bag boxing drills. Okay, so what I could do, I'm not going to do it now, but I'll take this, James, and edit it down to 5 minutes. Okay. I'll do him justice. Look how he backs straight up. Oh, wow. That's you hitting the bag, Tony Jeffries? You need to learn a lesson, buddy. No joke either. That was him when he was boxing.
Yeah, he had a good amateur career.
All
He
right,
was
let me pick
basically-
you apart right now, Tony Jeffries, in front of everybody. See what you got. Oh, so you're gonna stand in front of me after you hit me? See how that works out for you, bro. Every combo, step back. See, step back. No footwork. Moving your head, most replayed. Punch combinations. All right, last thing. Move on from this. Yo. I don't want to hear his voice, to be honest. Punching method, feint attack, advanced combination. We'll skip. See, this is a 10-minute video. I'll be lucky if I get 5 minutes of action out of it, James.
need a
You guys doing a lot of
find
yapping. Do a
racist.
lot of yapping there, Tony. See if you can back that up. Oh, there it was. He finally did a angle. Oh, in this whole 10-minute video, he does 2 step offs. One. Okay, that's the weave and slide. Oh, Bro, I hit the bag harder than that too. I don't know if he's going live to show people or maybe I got to find a better video. What do you think?
Yeah, I reckon that you have to find one where he's just
Really
free
wailing on,
flowing.
right? How pro fighters hit the heavy bag to improve.
But this will be the same sort of thing.
It's
You
for
have to
pro
find one.
fighters though. You don't think he's hitting the bag as hard as he can right there?
I don't think. I mean, look, you don't. I mean,
Huh. Four to the body, huh? Let me tell you something, Tony Jeffries. If you think you're going to stand in front of me, hit me 4 times to the body, and then stand there some more, you got another thing coming, buddy. You might hit me, but I'm not going to let you just stand there after that. You better step off, guys. If you're watching this, we'll look at every pro hitting the heavy bag and tell me which one steps off after they combo and uses the actual 360 degrees or at least 180 of the heavy bag. Everybody goes in and out, and they sometimes they don't even do that. They just stand there, like this guy leaning on the heavy bag. Okay, so what are you practicing right here? You think you can do this in a fight, guys? Come on. Nobody's gonna let you. You're gonna end up like that kid in the Instagram video and everybody that James choke slams. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, you don't want to keep your hips there.
Don't do
I think
boxing, guys.
I think
Don't do
he's just
boxing.
breaking down something.
Look, you
He's,
can go
I've
right
seen
hand.
I've seen him in the ring with another person. He's good.
See,
He is
that's
good.
fine to do right hook, left hook, but do you weave and slide after that? Don't do this lean on the heavy bag shit. This is lazy. This is when you're tired. You think you're gonna lean on somebody. Don't do it, guys. You train like you fight. Every rep should be the rep that you want to perform in a match. Wait, he's in the Olympics too, huh?
Hmm.
Well, maybe it's just a case of trying to fit boxing into MMA and it doesn't work.
It is different for sure.
See, that wasn't too bad. He stepped off. That's the Mike Tyson move. I learned it from Peter Welch on The Ultimate Fighter Season 2. He goes, after your left hand, you weave and slide. You ready? He didn't weave, but he stepped off to the right. Left hand, weave and slide, and then open up with the left hand again. You can do it off the right hand too. So you whatever you do, you weave and slide. Let's go back. Yeah, it's better on my channel. Coming for you, Tony Jeffries. I always feel weird when people say that I'm coming for you. I'm like, pause. Are you muted?
No.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't hear you. Rare breed. What does your heavy bag say? Boss man.
I've
Boss
only
bag.
got one of them fucking ones you fill up with the water and the,
That's all
you
you
know.
need.
Yeah, that's all I got at the moment.
That's all you need. You know why? Because another thing a lot of people do is they think about hitting the bag
Mm.
instead of their form. Best thing to do, shadow boxing. Don't even hit anything. Because then you can go to full extension. I'll show you
That's a
one
good.
more video. It's going to be on my channel. When you practice full extension, you're thinking of martial arts as an exercise of personal development
Yeah.
and not trying to accomplish something or prove you're better than somebody else. And that's real bullshito. Bushido. Did I say bullshito? Damn.
Yeah. He's,
Freudian slip. You got imposter syndrome. Um, I think maybe I even put this on our first episode when I made a
oh yeah.
playlist, right?
Yeah. I got them all on my channel if you haven't trouble
Oh,
finding them.
there we go.
Yeah.
For the
So yeah.
lads.
Yeah, man. And then they've got their own. If you go in the albums or playlist, yeah, playlist. Yeah, there you go. Training with Luke Kumar. There you
The hell? You got a picture of Corey Sandhagen on that? What is it? Who's
go.
that? Is that me? Oh my god!
Hey, look, that's the best I could do, man.
If I look like Corey Sandhagen, I hope I can get $1 million for showing my balls on OnlyFans.
Well, that's the three of them.
What?
The three you sent me, I've got in there.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay. Um, I just want to see if there's one where I'm showing you how to actually throw a punch. Okay, we got the slide step. I'll do a refilm if not, or use some of the footage. Punches. Technical breakdown. Oh, I think this is it, actually. There it is. Okay. So, we're using elbows here, but if you look at the hips from the top angle, like say you're up here and you're looking down through me,
Mm, mm,
okay, now you have a straight line where the feet are pointed forward,
mm,
and then you have a horizontal line which is um, at a perpendicular line to that.
mm.
You get it? So
Yeah,
if
I
you're
get.
looking down, there's a cross here. Now they have four quadrants now. So you have your left front leg, because I'm orthodox here, right?
Mm.
Left front, and then right rear. Still with me?
Yeah, man.
When you do the cross, what I teach is to sit down into this front leg, like drop down. Don't think about turning, because that brings you forward. But when you drop straight down, this is an ancient secret that is missing, and they don't teach it
No.
because everybody's thinking of this direction. You can see the mouse moving, right?
Yeah.
They think martial arts is me beating you or beating somebody else, when in reality, the true Bushido is internal, becoming your best self, and then you could win everything. So you drop straight down, and then as you throw this elbow or punch, my arm could be extended here. Same body mechanics, except at the elbow, I would extend my arm. The rear hip, now the foot stays in one spot, but the rear hip actually crosses. That's why it's called a cross into the front
Mm.
um, quadrant here, and the rear and the front hip, which is the left hip in this case, goes into
So you're like
left quadrant.
corkscrewing into the ground, and that's what gives you your.
Bro, now you do that and you travel further up the spine, and the front shoulder or the right shoulder here actually goes perpendicular, not perpendicular, horizontal to the no, sorry, parallel, parallel to the front line, because it's a straight technique, right? A straight elbow, straight punch.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So this
Yeah.
here, the T, your two shoulders, it lines up with that, almost like you're aiming.
Mm.
And so I teach this to old people like my dad, where basically he's not throwing any techniques, he's just stepping forward like this,
Mm.
and you line your shoulder up with your front knee. And you do that by sitting down so you don't fall over. And people aren't used to that. So my dad, falls over, fall down, but he kind of loses his balance. You go forward and backwards, and that's martial arts too, because you could use like like the kid in the Instagram video. If he didn't just keep going forward with his strikes, he could actually step backwards with the elbow. This
Mm.
elbows is the underutilized anti-grappling weapon. People always trying to knock out wrestlers. You just
Mm.
want to bait them with your punches, until they, because you know they're going to tackle you, until they breach that range between punching and grappling. And that's when you hit the elbow. Nobody does that. And when they do, you're going to see fucking destruction. You do kind of see it now when the guys get them up against the cage and they're on the single leg. And the other guy on top, he comes with a horizontal elbow like this on the side of the guy's head. Can you see me?
Yeah.
The guy's like trying to take me down up against the cage. His head's right here, and they go like this, boom,
Yeah.
knockout.
I
Um,
don't think I've ever elbowed someone in my life, to be honest.
that's I think there's a reason why that is the reason why they. I mean, you've been to Thai fights, right? In Thailand.
Yeah, like I've watched a lot, and I've sparred kickboxers, but generally, you know, you don't have elbows in that sparring, you know. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously it works. I'm not saying that obviously it works. I'm just saying like, oh, personally, I've never done it before.
I heard that in Thailand. And the reason why I'm asking you, they don't allow elbows until the last round sometimes
True.
because of that reason. They want to see the whole fight. They don't want it to end
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, and
So
they have the
composed
music. They build the music over time.
culture.
Yeah,
I
because
did a lot of
betting
Thai
and
boxing
everything
and I
is
enjoy
so
it.
all the gambling and that is so intertwined into the sport over there and that as well. They've got to placate that a little bit.
Wow. It's it's a gambling event hidden in kickboxing. Wow. Hey yo.
That's just what I've heard, though, man. I haven't been over there, so you'd know more than I would.
Nah, actually not. But look, let me tell you this. When you think about the league, Master Lukey's League of Champions,
Yeah,
um, gambling fits right in with the point system. Man, if you like gambling,
the,
fucking you want to gamble on MMA,
yeah,
let's just put it like this. If you have an MMA sparring league
mm,
where the participants, who everybody loves and wants to gamble on, are sparring every week, not just once every 6 months. I mean, don't you want to gamble on John Jones? Don't you love gambling on John Jones, guys?
mm,
Don't you wish Conor McGregor was fighting soon so you could gamble on him? Huh? Am I crazy, James, or is that a good idea?
yeah. And
Conor
if he,
McGregor once a week, bro?
you wouldn't need USADA either, so Connor could be on the coke and on the steroids, and it wouldn't matter. It's all good.
Well, what do they do with WWE? They probably wouldn't let him do coke, but maybe 3 days
Back in
before
the
the
day,
event.
maybe. Back in the day,
It's out of your system in 3 days, I heard. So maybe just
I
after the
think
fight.
they, I think as far as wrestling goes, steroids should be mandatory.
Well,
I miss the days where they were fucking massive, you know.
they're still massive, bro. Look at John Cena. He's a
Not like
freaking
before,
Hulk.
dude. I watched a little bit because my brother, not Jack, my other brother, he loves the wrestling. Um, they're not like they used to be, and they test for steroids now. It's not like back in
It's a
like
safety issue, probably.
I think it
And
was more like
performance.
if I'm being honest, I don't. I really, if I'm being 100% honest, I don't think they give a fuck about safety. But what they really care about is image. And when it started, they were catching heat for it. I think maybe had something to do with that. But I mean, I'm not a big wrestling guy, so I wouldn't. I would be. I'm only having a guess.
What's your favorite um Halloween movie? Or
Like
yeah, that's the
Halloween franchise, I would say I
movie.
don't I'd probably cop some heat for this, but my favorite Halloween movie would be like out of the Halloween movies would be the Rob Zombie remake
Of
of the Halloween. If that's what you're talking about, the Halloween movies. Did you ever see
well, you
that?
you sent me a show topic which was about Horror movies. Did I
Yeah,
say it wrong? Horror movies or Halloween? So Rob Zombie remade the movie Halloween?
yeah, man.
I had no idea.
True. It's good.
This,
Check it out.
I like Rob Zombie. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he was kind of a
Watch
one-hit wonder,
Zombie.
but
Oh no, he had a
definitely
few
a
good
unique
tracks.
style.
Yeah, like
Two-hit wonder.
because he had a well, it was White Zombie, and then when they split, then it was just him doing his own thing under Rob Zombie. But he had a bit of success for a while.
Rob Zombie's Halloween movies are unbelievably bad.
Yeah. Hey man, each to their own. The second one I wouldn't watch, but the first one, for
I,
me personally,
I
I
probably
love
can't
it.
even watch the trailer on stream. I'll save that for later. Recommended though.
I recommend it. I reckon check out the first one.
He did the soundtrack.
It's not like yeah, he doesn't have his songs ripping through it or anything like
Okay,
that. But
because I
it's
started.
good. I think the first one, for me, I think it's good.
I mean, to be your favorite one. Oh, you're
Yeah,
saying of the Halloween movies.
of the Halloween movies,
I just meant
all
like
time
how.
all time favorite horror movie in general.
Mm,
I mean, that's pretty hard, bro. I mean, I like the Hellraiser,
mm,
obviously,
cult
uh,
classic.
Evil Dead. Um,
Zombies.
yeah, uh,
Oh,
Day of the Dead was good, and the
oh,
remake of Night of the Living Dead that was made by fucking what's her name that made 300. I'm forgetting his name.
really?
Uh, yeah, the Dawn of the Dead. Sorry, he made 300, and he made that. That's really good. I'd
Oh,
probably say that's the best horror movie, best zombie movie. Um,
Dawn of the Dead.
yeah, as far as like modern horror movies, I quite liked that. Fuck, what's the name of it again? Uh, why am I blanking on the name of it? Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up. It's gonna bother me otherwise. Hereditary. That was good. Have you ever seen that?
Yo,
Did you see Hereditary?
I don't have the guts for these movies, bro.
You fought in the UFC. What are you talking about?
Against the living being who had padded gloves on.
Yeah, man. But against UFC fighters, I think. Oh man, I could watch pretty much whatever I wanted to when I was young. So, like, I first say the first Exorcist movie, which
That I
honestly, if
did.
I'm going to pick any movie, best horror movie of all time would be the original Exorcist. When you
Yo,
factor in, yeah, when you factor in like, um, because it was made in the early 70s, right, and it holds up really well, and like it's easier to judge like movies that come after it when they, a lot of movies they take inspiration from other movies, right? But if you look at when that came out and what come before it, like I'd probably put Exorcist as number one best all-time horror movie, the original Exorcist.
wow.
But that's what I was gonna say. I was 10 years old when I first seen it.
That's the one with with the girl.
Yeah, which had head spins and all that sort of shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Before it
What
got
about
memed.
what about you? What do you
Before,
reckon?
before it got memed. Now you can't look at it seriously after that movie. And she was just like,
Mhm.
"Ah," and it started like a
Yeah.
hose.
They're scary movies when they started ripping her off.
Um, some classic movies. What was the one? See if you can remember this line. Wolfman has nards.
Oh, that rings a bell, but I can't.
Anything?
I know that I know the line.
Can't hear you. You muted?
No, no. Can you hear me?
Wolfman
Okay.
has nards. Look, it's in there. Oh, Wolfman's got nards. I misquoted it. I can't hear you, James. Are you muted?
True. You can hear me now?
Can't hear you at all. Oh,
Huh?
I'm muted. No, wait.
Ah.
Unmute screen audio? I can't hear you, bro.
I can see the little green thing on my screen.
My volume? My volume's up. You can hear me, though?
Yeah.
All right, let's play this.
Wait,
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, you didn't even see that. Oh,
I
I'm sharing
didn't.
the wrong screen.
Huh.
Oh my god. That brought back memories. So hold on. You're gonna like
You
this.
can hear me now, though?
You can't I still can't hear you though.
No?
X, X.
What about now? I don't know.
The movie was called Monster Squad. Maybe we should end it on this, James, because I can't hear you. I don't know if you want to recall and start a whole thing over again. Um, maybe I'll say goodbye and then you say goodbye, kind of thing.
Sounds good.
Okay, thumbs up. All right, lads. As far as self defense, you could do eye poke. You could do G Tech, which is side kick to the knee. You could do the Boss Man choke slam that James is famous for, and you could also do the Krav Maga special here, which I've had done to me from a Krav Maga student. I thought I was holding the pads for him, and when you hold pads for somebody, you can like throw defense at them and kind of like hit them if they don't have their hands up type of thing. And I think I might have hit this guy or told him to keep his hands up. And he grabbed me and kneed me with a special Krav Maga technique.
Take him in the north! Take him in the north! He just have north! Do it! Do it! Wolfman's got nards! Come on! Come on!
Woo! Yeah. And I got Nards too. I also got another podcast with my teacher, Dr. Jubb. He's the guy who certified me in health. So, if you have questions about anything that I spoke about today, my new website, James, check this out, masterlukey.org,
All
to go
right.
with the whole nonprofit thing. And I was like, trying to give business cards out, it's kind of awkward, especially these days. So I was just say, you know what, just go to masterlukey.org. It's so easy.
Hmm.
But a lot to talk about. I'm sorry we can only do an abbreviated show today,
No,
and we
it's all
missed last week. But I
Mm.
never tapped out in the UFC, and I'm not giving up now. I'm fighting for you guys so that you have good podcasts and you have at least one influencer that's going to give you the um, all natural approach to fighting. And if you want to know more about that, hit me up. Hit James up if you got questions that you want us to ask. Right, James?
100%.
All right, James. Let's talk on Facebook. I'm gonna say goodbye, and
No
you can
worries.
close this out. How's that?
Sounds good. Take care, lads. Have a good one. Master Lukey.